One interesting thing I wanted to ask. So, knowing knee background from Nizam College Chadvi Vanni, how did the link to Sekhar Kammula happen?
Oh, Sekhar and I. So by that time, I had worked with Mr. Manishankar, who's the guy who gave me. People know him now for Tango Charlie and Rudraksh, but back then he used to make music videos and corporate films and stuff like that. So I started off with him, and that's where I learnt my love for the craft, the technician. Because I was in the editing department, I used to lug the camera and take it. I would, earn a bata for being a camera assistant. So the joy of doing a double call sheet and coming back with double the money, like $600 maybe that day, it was a huge achievement on top of the salary that you're getting as a staff member in the company. So I think I have a bit of a imposter syndrome.
Welcome to the club.
There's a sense of I don't know. But I count my stars that I've been able to kind of keep a job, for this long. So it's good.
No, but interestingly, you are part of two people who kind of changed the industry across time. Both of their first movies you feature in.
Yeah.
There is Sekhar Kammula, who I believe his Dollar Dreams kind of changed it in some way.
Yeah, and Anand also.
Yeah. His first movie. And then Tarun Bhaskar, his first movie also you're there.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm sure you'll be there in
And
the
that
next
too,
20 years.
exactly one generation apart.
Exactly.
Like 2004-5 ఇది అయితే 2016 లో పెళ్లి చూపులైంది then.
Yeah.
Okay, one.
I think my everyone's roots. My roots are in independent cinema. I mean, that's literally like I went to the premiere show of Hyderabad Blues. By that time, there was already a buzz about somebody having made a film in Bombay. It's going to come to, and I went on the premiere show and I came out of the movie thinking, yeah, we should just make a movie. Like just. So that's, and I, right after that, I worked with Nagesh on Rockford. I was the guy in charge of the kids, basically getting them to, picking them up from Sangeet Theatre, which was a bus stop, lugging them to the shoot. So my roots are in independence and so Sekhar, coming to your point about Sekhar, I just met him at a friend's place. I walked into him, he was there, my friend was also there, and we just started talking, and he had just come back, I think, from America, and he was...
Oh, so you didn't go to America to work. Like, I was an assumption that you and he were like friends maybe in the US and... Okay.
I was totally Hyderabad guy. There was a year that I worked in
But you worked after that a lot with Mr. Sekhar Kammula.
Yeah, that's kind of where it began. Like Dollar Dreams, I think Sekhar was coming fresh off his experience of having lived there in America, and he just wanted to tell the story. And because I had done an independent film, there was something to follow on, and that film just happened so organically in his house, in his parents' house, in my home, just like, and I'm 25 years on, the film is still very, very relevant. It's like there are people who've said, they've been at those crossroads in their lives trying to make decisions to go to the US, and they kind of call back that film quite a bit. So
every Telugu guy's dream, that is.
Yeah.
Dollar dream.
Of course, Sekhar Kammula also, I believe, is responsible for the engineering craze because of Happy Days.
Right.
All these engineering colleges should pay him some commission because a whole generation grew up thinking engineering is cool and there will be a tamanna in our college. And